My name's Leslie Tate, and I'm being filmed by Jill Hipson, my friend behind the camera. And this is our second attempt, by the way, because Jill is profoundly deaf. And on our first attempt, we didn't have any sound. I'm going to read you a poem about being on Waterloo Bridge with Extinction Rebellion in April, where I was arrested, and I'm going through the court system at the moment. The poem is based around Adlestrop by Edward Thomas, and so you'll hear the words I remember coming back from that poem. You'll also hear the words the birds of Oxfordshire and Gloucestershire, but there is a twist at the end. The poem also describes the people who chained themselves to the top of the lorry where we were doing our performances in order to delay the police removing it. It describes the way we took trees and bushes and greenery onto the bridge itself, onto Waterloo Bridge, and we watered them and we looked after them, and they're safe in good homes now. It also describes what we call the arrestables, who lined up at the front inviting the police to arrest them because they were not afraid of getting a criminal record. But of course what happened is the police came around the back and took our lorry, but it took them 12 hours to take it off us. So here's my poem: Extinction Rebellion, London Occupation. I remember where we nested on trucks with our talons drilled into metal as we sent up wild cries calling to our children, and they gathered, rising from their bedrooms and playgrounds and schoolrooms to fold their wings around the wounds and consecrated body of Earth, our host. How we made tarmac into garden, seeding ourselves in the night and easing up next morning through drains and cracks to release soft balsamic fragrance and love repeat blooms, unlocking who we are. Yes, I remember how we offered ourselves, sitting cross-legged on stony ground, held together by our songbooks and testimonies and the rising tide of quiet on the bridge and in the square and in the silent wait at the circus for leaf boat rescue. And in that minute, as I watched, the air became an arch. The sun told the truth. The traffic stopped, and the trees and protesters stood tall, raising a dream song space with their bodies, while all the birds of Oxfordshire and Gloucestershire sang Emergency. And just to say that the song Emergency, sung by Blythe Pepino, is a kind of anthem for Extinction Rebellion.